I feel like I'm working for like the CIA, like wearing a wire, you know.
He's got the wire. I'm ready.
So can we talk about what the benefits are and what the support structures are?
Good thing about being in the Army Reserve is we do get access to a whole heap of programs provided by Defence that help with a whole range of different issues. And I think the biggest thing is they support you in buying a house, which for someone like me is massive.
You've also got options to do additional study and further education. Pretty much they cater to everyone of all levels and ranks. And just more importantly, that support mechanisms you have when you wear that uniform is that you're part of a unit now, so everyone looks out for each other and they assist in whatever ways they can.
We even have medical people come to our units. We have physios. We've got a physio like attached to our flying unit. And then you've also got your group of friends really, and they're probably one of the best support measures anyways.
So what pre-existing qualifications do you have to join the ADF?
In terms of pre-existing qualifications, it really depends on your chosen field. The best thing to do is if you go onto ADF careers, they usually list the particular education requirements for that particular role.
So for my role, there's a requirement to complete Year 12, but because I opted to go to the Australian Defence Force Academy, they also had an ATAR requirement that I needed to achieve.
And are there people that come to you and ask you, you know, what you would like to get out of it and where you would like to go?
So one of the first things I actually did when I left basic training and got to my unit was sat down and we had a conversation about where did I want to go? What did I want to do? How far did I want to take this and what were my current aspirations? And we do actually update on a yearly basis, just so that they can see how they can best support us and our career development.
What categories are available within the ADF?
So many. Pretty much if you can do it in the civilian world, you'd be able to do it in the Defence Force, plus more. And especially if you have a passion of science and maths, there will definitely be a role available for you.
It really is diverse in a sense that if I was to translate it into the civilian world, you've pretty much got a microeconomy of Australia within the Navy as a whole.
And when you leave, like say you left, are you fully qualified in those roles in the civilian world?
So in my specific role, we did get some qualifications that are actually certified outside of the Army. So I actually earned my white card through the Army.
So how does the ADF ensure the well-being of its members?
We've received additional training once we're in our units out of basic that have helped us learn more about our personal well-being, encouraging better eating habits, how to stay fitter. And there's access to even specialised PT programs if you really want to.
You've also got mechanisms like welfare boards so that if things do occur at home, you're monitored a bit more closely to ensure that you get the good work-life balance to be able to go home and tend to those needs.
Yeah. What about in terms of mental health?
In terms of mental health, you obviously have access to all of the medical specialists for all of that, and phone numbers to call if you want to keep it anonymous and everything.
There's a lot in place then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Make sure you're all good.
What career pathways are available once you're in the ADF?
So once you're in the ADF doing a particular role, there's always room for advancement. As a HR officer, we're always chasing the next bigger and better thing, the further qualifications, but I can vouch for the generalised Navy that there's definite progression checkpoints which they will try to make sure that you get through those hurdles.
You've got professional military education that you have to do in order to increase in rank, for example. Lots of different short courses that you can apply for. All you really have to do is get released from your staff, and if it's for benefiting your career and how well you do your job, then it gets approved and you can go away and do these courses, and you can even choose to study whole degrees and they can subsidise.
I know for a fact that I have access to go and do a driver's course if I want to and I'm available for it, and that's obviously something I definitely look at doing. You can also get a combat first aid certification, which is a step above the standard first aid certification that we all have, so plenty of options to look at.
Do you think it's made you a better leader or a better driver outside of the reserve?
Well, I haven't done the driving course yet, but I haven't been booked recently. So there's always that to take out of it. That's always a positive. In terms of first aid and stuff like that, because I'm now trained on Army first aid, when you take it back out of Army context, this training does help if you want to go and get further qualifications just at work or anything else.
So how does the ADF foster inclusion and diversity within its ranks?
Because we're working as a unit to achieve a common goal, I have honestly not seen any form of discrimination, whether it be gender, race, ethnicity, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And it's just a magical thing. Everyone just gels when we're at sea.
Do you get the opportunities to celebrate different cultures?
Yeah, 100%. We run events at the mess and different cultures run their own events that we all attend, and especially when I was back at the Australian Defence Force Academy, we had lots of exchange students.
Yeah.
Even in the workplace as well, when you're engaging with a lot of different colleagues from a lot of different teams, you do find that everyone will approach something differently. Everyone has something different to bring to the table.
So you'd say diversity has actually improved the ADF?
100%, 100%. The ADF is quite a diverse place and it's only going to get better.